Hi, I'm Katie Moonstone. Welcome back. This is your weekly energy reading for June 22nd through the 28th. As we move into the last week of June, we're going to start to feel a slower pace that's going to come upon us. This is also the final week of the Mercury pre-shadow retrograde. This will affect communication, electronics, all things with automobiles, vehicles, cars, and transportation and travel. Fix your cars now, or there will be bigger issues to have. Summer solstice is upon us today. Today is Sunday. I'm doing this on Sunday, the 21st. It is the longest day and yet the shortest night. So many of you are going to feel a shift, and a shift in simply realizing that you are not as far as you think you are from yourself, as you thought. That you might realize that the light may not fix everything in one day, but it will remind you where to look. It can show you what still has life in it. It can help you notice the part in you that is tired of surviving and ready to feel warmth again. So, as the summer solstice passes, don't measure it by the changes around you. Measure it by what becomes a little harder to ignore inside of you. Because even the smallest return to yourself is still a beginning. Wherever you are at right now, I hope this season brings you clarity without heaviness and healing without force, and enough light to believe that better days can and will find you. Moving on to astrology, Mars is entering Gemini on the 28th. And it's going to be a big period of time. So from June 28th through August 11th. This period will be great for traveling, so having more of a social life, and getting involved in intellectual pursuits. June 25th, we have Venus aligning with Saturn, bringing in strength to situations involving relationships, profit, and beauty. Later that day, Neptune squares with the Sun, bringing in confusion and weakness. So, on June 25th, just stay grounded, so that way you don't get blindsided by something that's going to be quite confusing, and it might also trigger a weakness inside of you. Starting June 28th, Mars in Gemini is also going to sextile Jupiter, and this is going to bring in some sort of like an immense passion, excitement, and opportunities to those who seize the day and put themselves out there. In truth, this energy will build for days. This is going to build for days, and it's going to linger. So do your best to capture the energy while you can. Take advantage of it. Also remember, the downfall of this, Gemini is all about communication. So it's going to be in Mars. Watch out for truth bombs that might blindside you. But these truths are actually going to be like the best for you. And these truth bombs might come out sharp, fast, witty, suddenly, unexpectedly, but because of Jupiter, it's preparing you for growth and expansion. Nikolai or Nicholas, however you guys want to say it, Tesla believed that the key to the universe was the 3-6-9 method of manifestation. What is 3-6-9? This is when you listen 3 times, you speak something 6 times, and then you read something 9 times. So you can do this, and they say you will have the keys to the universe. We are now functioning at a higher level of frequency of energy, and with the summer solstice, and then like you got the solar, every now and then the sun hits those waves to the earth. We are now, many of us are ascending. So They're saying right now, some of our old ways of manifesting is not going to work, but you guys can try the 3-6-9 method. It worked for him back then. Some things just don't go away, but write it down, read it, listen to it, and speak it. See what happens. That might help somebody out there. In the next 14 days, pay attention to these things. 1, who reaches for you. 2, what feels finished and what does not. 3, what you keep almost saying. And 4, repeated patterns. These are more along the lines of synchronicities. Basically, the universe is asking for you to pay attention and put in some sort of effort. Don't miss the signs. It's going to lead you to someone or thing, or even both. It is Sunday here, so Revelation 2:10. The devil is about to throw some of you in prison, that you may be tested, and you will have tribulation for 10 days. Be faithful until death, and I will give you the crown of life. He who overcomes shall not be hurt by the second death. Proverbs 24:17-20. Don't rejoice when your enemies fall. Don't be happy when they stumble. For the Lord will be displeased with you and will turn his anger away from them. Don't fret because of the evildoers. Don't envy the wicked, for evil people have no future. The light of the wicked will be snuffed out. We are going to see that this week and probably next week as well, or in the coming days. Yeah. Here's a couple downloads that I got, and this might be for somebody out there. It's a message I was told to bring to the table. You came into their lives to show them a love that they never had, and then they showed you why they never had it. Pray for them with love. And you can go also by the scripture of Matthew 5:43-45 when he says, pray and love those that hurt you, for you will be a child of God. So another download. Justice and balance is now being restored as we speak. It's actually going to come in divine order, and it may come in exactly how it occurred. So what was stolen will be given back to you much greater. How it was stolen is going to be, or how it was taken from you, it's going to be very odd. So let's say, because things come to me in 3, so let's say you were dealing with 3 people over a course of time. It's going to be like, okay, you're dealing with 3 different people in a course of time. You might now be getting karmic justice from one person, and this person, it's almost like they're being forced to give you something that they took. You're not going to like how it's given to you, but you will be happy. So make sure you clear that heart space. I know, like, I am actually receiving restoration now from one person, and I'm watching, let's say, the karma or the contract. Didn't expect it. Totally wasn't expecting it. In fact, I was just minding my own business, and boom, pivot. Boom, out of nowhere. Here you go. So, I'm trying to be grateful for everything that you receive. Make sure you stay open to it, and make sure you clear your heart space, because I can receive this and it would clear the contract, but I also can go about it a different way. Now, the lesson between me and this person was, the lesson I had to learn was, vengeance was not mine. It was God's, and God's alone. that person also has to learn it themselves. We'll say them, because that person had a group of people. It wasn't just one, right? So then after that is cleared, that contract's cleared, you'll get this, that next, and then the next, okay? So justice and balance is being restored. Be very grateful. I could go about it 2 ways, but I'm just going to stay in receiving mode, let the contract clear out, because I got better things to do with my time, and healing work to do with, for my kids or with my kids. And overall, it was a surprise, and I am praying for that person, mainly because that person probably needs more healing than I have ever needed in my life. So, but I also prayed for that person to have the eyes to see, and I don't think they realized that they were the monster in their own creation. Let's say it like that. And I think that's a hard pill for someone to swallow. Not my burden to carry, but these are the things that I have been seeing just within the week. It ain't even Monday yet, but that's, what's been going on over on this end. So yeah, just be open to receiving. You might not like how you're going to receive things, but just keep an open heart and an open mind, and just be like, okay. Yeah, let's end it like that. I know it is solstice, so some of the energy, like I kept going back and forth today, heavy, and then light again. The download for me and my little family, my 2 kids, we went to the beach, and I basically taught them how to like whisper things to the trees, and let go, meditate, and transmute that energy. That was a big thing. Also, for some of my alchemists out there, you ever notice how your soul doesn't match the vessel that you carry? How some of us are old souls, but yet we have this young, youthful vessel. A lot of that has to do with, and a lot of people get upset about that, like, oh, you look like you're 30, you look like you're 25, and you're actually like 46 or 50. Mainly the reason why you look young and your soul could be like 200,000 years old, because I'm one of those old souls, but yet my soul doesn't match the vessel. Well, it's because not only are you alchemizing energy, but you're also timeline jumping in a sense. I know that doesn't make sense, but it does. And when you sit and actually think about it, the more you involve yourself, let's say, with meditation and getting to your higher self, connecting mind, body, and spirit, many of you might experience more gray hair. That's actually a gift from the divine. So the more that you meditate, yes, your hair is going to turn colors, but yet your skin, because you're alchemizing all this energy, you're taking care of your vessel, you're connecting mind, body, and spirit. It's technically a gift from the divine to do that for you. Like, okay, you're doing everything here, now you look young. And that's what upsets a lot of people. Like, oh, so the next time someone says, oh, wow, you look young, tell them and keep, and have your shoulders, say thank you, and, receive that deeply, because that's actually a gift from the divine. Okay? I think somebody might have needed to hear that. Anyways, we are gonna move on to the tarot. Let's get an advice card for today. I'm going to actually cut this reading a little short today because I feel absolutely drained. We had a nice long day, and so I am going to cut this a little short. I just wanted to get out my messages for the week. So so that I can help somebody out there, whoever needs it. Because that's what we're all here for. Heal the world, love each other, help each other. Because we are all one, we're all in this together. Anyways, let's get an advice card for the week of June 22nd through the 28th. What do we need to know? Surrendering to the universe is going to be big this week. Choice. Many of you are going to have choices and options this week. You're being asked to make a choice that what you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition. Eliminate everyone else's point of view or input. Just get rid of their input. Get rid of their input and feel your own way into the choice that is right for you. And the time is now. So many of you, this week, we are all going to be making choices. Of course we are. Also be careful during Mercury Retrograde. Your exes might return back to you, or people from the past. Remember, they're tests. They're not for you to hold on to. Many of you. Some of you, you'll know. You'll have that knowing. But remember, there are 4 questions that I said. What is finished and what is not finished? We are going to, so pick your number, 1, 2, or 3. This one is 1. This is 2. One, 2, and 3. So pick your number 1, 2, and 3. No switchies. So if you pick number 1, someone might feel lost. This card is saying it's time to get lost. Fall deep into the realm of imagination. Fall into yourself. Think about the things that you truly want and desire. Because now that now that the summer solstice is going to be passing us, like it started today, the energy lingers for a couple days, but as it passes, you're actually stepping into a new season, a new beginning, a new cycle. So sit back, get lost with yourself. Whatever, if you are imagining it, that means it is yours. Your future self already has it. Oop, that's too many cards. We're going to get a clarification. Someone around you might be feeling a little lost at this time. So if you are feeling lost, you already have the answers deep within inside you. You don't need no one. If you're asking for someone else's advice, it's because you're not trusting yourself. All right, apparently you're going to get 2 cards. Someone could, maybe you or someone around you, you could be dreaming of someone, or someone is dreaming of you. Fantasy, wishful thinking, nostalgia. Are you going back to the past, rehearsing the past? Mental scripts, guilt, and self-blame. Are you getting lost in your own thoughts, going back to the past, dreaming about it? You know what they say about that. When you hold on to the past, you become a pillar of salt, and everyone leaves you behind. You are not your past, and you are not your future. You are in your present moment. You might be doing some introspection, maybe some deep thinking. Maybe you're trying to figure out what you want, who you are. Well, you need to release yourself from everything. Release yourself from your own mental anguish, your old self-beliefs. Just release everything. Give it to God. Surrender. And you need to learn to say no this week. Maybe you feel rejected. Maybe you need to release yourself from all the past rejection you've ever felt, in your whole life, going all the way back to the originator. It could be a parent. Usually it's someone, because it's the Page of Pentacles, it's childhood. And maybe you're wasting way too much time and resources, but it's time to release that, for sure. Release the feeling of rejection. Soul searching, digging deeper. Someone is watching you, so be careful of that. Maybe they're watching you on social media. Maybe the person you're thinking of is actually thinking of you. Also be careful, someone could be pocket watching you. They're looking to take advantage of this Queen of Wands. Or maybe somebody stole something. I do see a theft. Queen of Wands could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. Maybe you're a younger female, you're sexy, beautiful, but you also don't want to mess with the Queen of Wands because they're fiery. They come out fierce. Someone could be watching you, so be careful. They might have already taken advantage of you. Maybe you're this Queen of Wands. You need to release yourself from people who have taken advantage of you. Maybe you need to say no. No is a complete sentence. You do not need to explain nothing. Or maybe you need to reject somebody so you can release yourself from whatever past hurts that are here. The moment you do, you will get your wish fulfillment, and then justice and balance can be served. Restoration. Bottom of the deck. What's hidden? It's deep inside of you. Okay. Number 2. Find your haven. Maybe it's time to go on a little adventure or a little journey. Find your haven. There is a place of wonder waiting just for you. Maybe it's time to get in touch with your inner child. Go on a new little adventure. Maybe take a trip. Whoever you think, okay, maybe somebody always comes back, leaves the door open. They're not coming back. The door's closed. Completion of the cycle. If you're waiting for someone to come back to you, they're not coming. The door is closed. I feel like that person has closure. You might not yet. Obsession. You're my obsession. Unhealthy attachment. Fixated and no peace. So someone around you now has an obsession with you because you're not coming. They know you're not coming back. You've started a new beginning. You're finding your own path. Get in touch with your inner child. This person has no peace. Usually when someone's obsessed with someone else, usually they don't. They're looking to siphon your energy, basically. But you just need to go out and do your own thing. Don't worry about that person. The person's obsessed, but they don't even want to come back to you. That's the funny part. Mainly because they know you've already moved on. You're living your own life, going down your own path. They are reminiscing about you, but this person's very emotionally immature. You might be meeting someone who actually does love and care for you. This is the King of Cups. You could be the King of Cups. Water sign. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you're a man in love. You're about to put matters into your own hands because you have an Empress that is protecting herself. And you've been doing a lot of reminiscing on how you're going to get this Empress. Have you been obsessing about it? Reminiscing of the past? At the end of the day, find your haven, have fun, and find your inner child. Heal your inner child. The Empress is going to be very guarded because you did something different from the past. Maybe you were obsessed with her from the past. She's already tried to find her own way now, so she's going to protect that. Yeah. Her priority is that she's been blocking you for a reason. You would have to come in very loving and kind in order for her to reconcile. The energy of reconciliation is there, but you would have to come very loving and kind and in your full self for her to even consider a reconciliation and bringing in truth. Truth would be the key, okay? Anyways, and it would bring an emotional new beginning. All right. If you picked number 3, look at here. We have, you are wanted. There is a home waiting within. This is all about coming back to self. You are wanted. You are loved. Your home is becoming whole, becoming one with yourself. Mastery, mastering self, coming home to self. Back to source. Nothing adds up. Was there a lot of confusion, inconsistency, suspicion? Whatever it is, you trusted your gut instincts, you went within, and because of that, someone else is living in the memories. They're replaying the past, they're stuck emotionally, holding on to the past. You're a little angry about it because you're confused. You don't know what the heck's going on. But this person was sad. Done explaining was at the bottom of the deck. Done explaining. It must have been a repetitive cycle. I feel like this person is very angry when this person walked away. Why? Because confusion, inconsistency. That person went within, and because this person came home to themselves, this person's being left out in the cold. You weren't listening. Now you're going to be stuck living in the past memories. What was once loving and kind? Someone feels left out in the cold, that's for sure. Yeah, this person didn't put any work and effort in. Meanwhile, the other person is getting some rest. Moving along, if you are the Knight of Wands, this person does want to come towards you in a very immature way, like a child, like a screaming, kicking child. But it is taking action. This person does want to do the right thing. They just really don't know how to do it. They're not mature enough to do it. You are going to have 2 choices. The Knight of Wands, someone who reacts with emotions, or an Emperor, someone who's emotionally mature, always does the right thing. That will be your karmic justice, for, your justice and balance. And I feel like somebody might have 2 choices, or this Knight of Wands is actually leaving this Emperor alone, so it could be a father-son type of deal. But at the end of the day, a third party knows, either someone, at the end of the day, there was too many people involved, third-party situations, maybe even legal issues. 10 of Swords, hitting rock bottom. Somebody hit rock bottom. I feel like this person thought they were doing the right thing, but they were actually not, and they hit rock bottom. There was way too many people involved. There is an investigation, or this person is digging deeper. Someone is watching you. Could be on social media, trying to come up with a plan. They're struggling. 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands, carrying a heavy burden, struggling. It's also it's also completion of 2 cycles. That's hard as well. This person has to let go of a heavy burden and the betrayals if they want a wish fulfillment. This person really does want to come towards you. You are their wish fulfillment. They are struggling to get to you. I do see some growth happening, but I also feel there's some narcissistic vibes. I got the King of Wands in reverse, someone who is very narcissistic. They just wanted to have it all. But this person's actually going to, I feel like contract's up, time's up. They wanted to win at all costs, having it all. But I feel like they're actually looking at themselves in the mirror now, realizing they are the monster of their own creation. They are struggling. They winning at all costs. But this person now has to walk away. You were this person's wish fulfillment. You, whoever the 10 of Pentacles is, so that's 10, 10, 10, that's completion of a cycle. Somebody, female energy, will be getting a reward or is the reward. And what comes after that? Absolute happiness, the Sun card. The female energy will be very happy. It's almost like boom, boom, boom. Things have to blow up in people's faces in order for them to realize you were the gift the whole time. And once they realize it, you're going to receive this major gift. You're walking towards absolute happiness. Some of these people are going to be stuck in the past. You're going to be moving. Just keep moving forward. If someone does try to come in to breadcrumb you, you need to be brutally honest with them. They are coming in with some manipulation and they're trying to breadcrumb you. They want to get a victory, winning at all costs. They do know this, but you're going to see through it. So you're going to have to be the Queen of Swords. Okay? Be very truthful and honest. Cut through the bullshit. Cut the ties of manipulation and abuse. The breadcrumbing. And keep moving forward. Let's, with this whole summer solstice thing going on, let's get rid of some energies. So we are all going to start a new season and a new beginning. That's too many cards. Some things are probably falling apart behind the scenes. These cards are pretty big. Let's get a declare and decree card. Ooh, something might pop up out of nowhere. Someone might actually, you might get a visitor. You might get 2 visitors because that was more than 1 card. Sorry about that. Could be a fire sign, could be an air sign, could be a water sign. All right, well, let's get rid of 2 things. We have the spiritual warfare card. Let's declare and decree this out of our energy and lives. All spiritual warfare waged against myself and my loved ones is now destroyed and cleared from our energy in spirit and in flesh. All spiritual warfare waged against myself and my loved ones is now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All contractual agreements made by myself and my ancestors that does not serve my highest good of my lineage are now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. All contractual agreements made by myself and my ancestors that does not serve my highest good of my lineage are now cleared and destroyed from my energy in spirit and in flesh. And here's that one. You could take a picture of it. Also, you can also add to this. All contractual agreements made by myself and by others that does not serve my highest good, that have things in relations to manipulation, abuse, control, that I did not consciously sign and that does not serve my highest good of my lineage are now destroyed and cleared from my energy in spirit and in flesh. That was a good one. Okay, well, I say we end this beautiful reading because I'm a little tired. I got some more things I gotta do so I can end my day. You guys be safe out there. Drink plenty of water. Let's get one last card so we can move on. One last card to end this beautiful reading so we can all start our beautiful week and enjoy our blessings. Just remember, be grateful for every little thing that comes into your life today. Actually, we're supposed to do it every day, but be grateful every day. Well, change is on the way. Also, some of you are going to know that when something happens to you, some of you are going to know that it wasn't luck. It literally was God that did it. Change and a warning. So evil eye, the demons are still out to play, always, and change spiral. We'll read the evil eye too. The evil eye protects those that attract the envy and jealous that wish to undo a person's great fortune or blessings. This evil eye card is a warning that a person from the past is coming back for another round. But this negative force seeks resolution. Remember, we are not fighting against the flesh and blood, but against the rulers, authorities, and the powers of the dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the spiritual realms. These dark forces cannot stop the calling that is on your life, or what is destined and fated to be yours, but they can delay it by making things a little difficult for you. Fasting and prayer may be needed by rebuking and sending the spirit of repentance to the person that you know, or you think has an entity attached to them, and make sure you claim it in Jesus' name. Dark entities need something to feed on, so if you read between the lines of what allowed that person to allow such a certain entity to attach to them, then you know what type of force you might be dealing with. You cannot cast any demon out, but as a mirror, what in you attracted that demon to you in the first place? Take some time to reflect and heal in you what is being mirrored back to you. To resolve any situation means coming from a place of love and compassion. Your words alone hold power, so use your words to heal, love, and even say, I forgive you. When you remove the latches of the dark forces, they have nothing to hold on to and will be released from you. As for the other person, that person has to release their own demons in the timing that is ordained, and if they can't, death may occur. God gave us all enough time and space with these dark forces. Surrender, let go, and let God. Ooh. And the next one, change is upon us, spiral. A spiral has many spiritual meanings that include the concepts of human development, change, and the journey within oneself. It represents the interconnectedness of all things of existence and inspires people to seek balance, harmony, and greater awareness. Spirals represent the spiritual journey and personal growth to self-mastery. A spiral is a sacred symbol that represents the unity of the mind, body, and spirit. As you move along the spiral's path, taking one step at a time, you move closer to the spiritual enlightenment, invoking a sense of mystery and wonder as a reminder that there is always more to explore and to discover, both within ourselves and the world around us, seen and unseen. As you reach higher levels of awareness and authenticity, seek to connect with your higher self, the divine source, your spiritual team, your ancestors, and the universe at this time. This is the internal flow of life and the unity of all things, the law of oneness and the journey of one's soul. Change and growth is an ongoing process without a final destination, and the universe reminds us that we are all part of a larger whole, interconnected with different levels of existence, of all life and the afterlife, as a reflection of one's soul's progression. By visualizing a spiral in your meditation state, you can help to quiet the mind and deepen your connections with whom you choose to connect with, fostering in greater insights and finding inner peace. Well, that was lovely. Anyways, until we meet again.